Hey, gorgeous friend. How are you? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. As always, appreciate you being here. I hope you've had a good weekend. We're just going to connect in and see what's going on today. I know this may be your Sunday or you're heading into Monday if you are my friends over in Australia and New Zealand. All right, so we're just checking in and see what's going on and what you need to note, what's pressing right now for the energies. Okay, so thinking man, rest and rejuvenation. We have got fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, woman holding a heart, and financial constraints. So there's something that is caring. Yeah, there seems to be some caring energy here right now. You may be feeling called to take a little bit of time out. Interesting energy that's coming on through. I feel like you're looking for some solution here with this thinking man and rest and rejuvenation. I feel like you're trying, perhaps right now, or something that you're going through. It's like there's some element here of seeking some insight with this rest and rejuvenation. Maybe you're keeping to yourself as you're trying to assess or work through something. It's interesting because I feel like there may be some connection here regarding love, where you're at internally. But the financial constraints are coming on in. So, it's interesting. I'm just getting like, is there some correlation here? Is what I'm getting. Like what challenges are you going through right now that you're visiting? Because it feels like there's just something that's a little bit on your mind right now that you're trying to find a solution towards. And whatever this is, I feel like some part that maybe you need to heal within yourself, that this love and compassion for self with this woman holding a heart. That's like the Queen of Cups energy. And with the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, that's about giving, receiving, and extending yourself in a way of just, I'm just hearing the word purification, which is really interesting to come through. But I feel like there may be some money story, perhaps, or some story around stability, around love that has been lacking for you, or maybe you correlated love to the way someone gives or the way someone that may show up in nurturing you. And maybe there's some part to do with money. I don't know if this has got to do with like growing up or some story here that I feel you may be visiting over this period or uncovering or breaking free from. I do feel there's a shift on the horizon. So let's dive in a little bit deeper to see what this is. But yeah, I'm just getting like there's a shift on the horizon. It's like a final piece. Why is it giving me juggernaut as a word? That's okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a piece of the puzzle. It's like I'm seeing shards. Again, it's like fragments is what I'm seeing of some reflection of something, like to come back in where something was broken. Interesting visuals I'm getting, words I'm hearing. All right, let's see what else is going on, guys. Let's dive in a bit deeper. Pretty intense and in depth for a Sunday, but let's go. Hey, let's get to the bottom of this. All right. Straight up 10 of inspiration. So like I told you, I think there's something here that might be bothering you a bit and you're trying to find a solution. And this could be more introspective, okay? Like your own stuff that you're kind of looking at, like, what do I do with this? How do I deal with this? Again, interesting, you've got the page of voices with the thinking man. So it's like you're trying to uncover something and maybe you don't feel equipped enough or like you've got enough information to really go and take charge in a situation here right now. You could be looking at what other people are doing if you're trying to create or build something. I don't know. There's something here about I feel you're lacking a little bit of trust in yourself here, Pisces, is what I'm getting. Okay. So this is a general and timeless read. So, take what resonates. Not everything may, but I do feel there's some deep insight here that you may uncover today. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for, to really, give you some signs, some guidance and support on what spirit is coming through for you. But yeah, guys, right now I feel like you're in some test or because I'm seeing shards, I'm kind of like getting final lessons or final pieces of the puzzle that when everything comes together, you can finally reflect. It's like part of this reflection piece that I'm seeing. It's like shards of a mirror. So I feel like there's something here that you get to reflect upon that you may not even notice or understand yourself until you're kind of go into the depth of it. But I feel like the understanding of this is going to be pretty like random. But once you come to it, it may make sense. And it's just going to help clear something out. I feel like this is the final pieces of the puzzle is what I'm hearing and seeing here. With the Queen of Materials too, again, something about your stability and finances and what that is and what that means for you. And then you've got the Four of Emotions. Again, I feel like you're kind of bumming out on yourself or being hard on yourself right now, not thinking enough of that you have some capabilities to achieve something. And it could be because you're trying to find a solution and it's just not coming so easily or naturally for you around something. So we've got the Strength energy and then the Six of Inspiration. It's interesting because I noticed this when I was shuffling. It kind of just showed up quite present, and then I kept shuffling. I thought if it's going to come out, it'll come out. So when I'm getting this Strength energy with the Six of Inspiration, I feel like there's a part here, Pisces, which sometimes I know is not easy, but it's like getting out of your comfort zone to go do what you got to do here. And I feel like there's a step that you may be contemplating, considering, or wanting to take. And I feel like once you do, you're going to see the results, the win and the accolade for that, okay, with this Six of Inspiration. But you're kind of getting a little bit stuck in some feelings here and maybe shutting it off in some way, thinking it's the easiest way to cope. But at the same time, you've got this hope and desire that you can turn something around, or again, like, I just feel you're being really hard on yourself right now around some situation here. And there's a little lack of belief, but you may be just turning parts of yourself off to try and cope with this. But at the same time, you don't want to miss out on what, you're capable of. So there's this little mismatchy energy going on. And I get it, because there's this strength in something and then this lack of belief in something, and maybe you're going a little bit all over the place to find a solution. So it kind of feels a bit, with love, messy energy, but you're going to come out of this in greater spades of goodness here, okay? And again, it's like you need to muster up some courage around something and really drop into your heart space and recognizing that the work that you're doing or whatever you're wanting to accomplish is greater than you. It's not about focusing on you and all these other things that are going on in your head and maybe making you feel uncomfortable, confused, or not feeling enough. It's like a shift in energy is needed to really go step out and do what you've got to do, but it's going to require a bit of a different grunt within yourself to go do it. And I feel that once you do that and just like overdose yourself with love and possibility and the people that you want to help and the things that you want to support, like how do you drip that into a different part or a different version needed? Because once you do that, it's like things are going to start like building up, and you're not going to have to worry about these challenges that you're experiencing or thinking there's not enough available, or if there are some financial matters going on. Yeah, it's like you're going to get the clarity on what you need to do next to be able to clear out some funky stuff going on underneath things right now, okay? With this Queen of Voices energy, which is like the Queen of Swords, you've got the Three of Pentacles, Three of Materials energy, and Six of Inspiration, which is like the Six of Wands. So there's wins here available to you, but like I said, something different about you is required here. Some courage, some determination around a situation or something that you want to do or want to achieve. And even interestingly, with this woman holding a heart energy, there's care there, but it's like, again, I'm just getting this sense of like something needs to be overdosed big time on this situation to really fire yourself up. But again, it's like you're going to get the clarity on what you need to do to build on something, to make something even more lucrative, more viable, more productive is what I'm getting, okay? Let's get a little bit more on this 10 of inspiration. Yes. Okay. So this is the 9 of emotions. So there's something that's like 9 of cups energy. So there's something here about what you're really wanting to achieve, okay, that we can see that. But there's a lot of pressure on you right now, whatever this is. Something that you're wanting to do, create, accomplish. Yeah. And it's like you're looking for your path and direction with this 7 of emotions. Emotions energy is cups energy, okay? So you really seem to be looking at a lot of your options right now to make something work or go towards something. Queen of materials, you've got the Muse of voices, which is like the King of swords, Queen of pentacles, King of swords. Could be a potential power energy coming together. One of, interesting, got Muse of voices, the thinking man I take in some regard like a King of swords or air, a higher air energy. In terms of ranking and positioning. So there's something here that, again, I'm just getting a little bit of, let's get a little bit, another one on this Muse of voices. Okay. Interesting, we've got 3 of voices with Queen of emotions. So Queen of emotions, 3 of voices, which is like the 3 of swords energy with this Muse of voices. I don't know what this is, but I feel like someone's let you down here. And it's like you're trying to get back on the ground, back on your feet, back on some path and journey where you've been let down. But it's kind of like, again, this recalibration or rebuilding of something is what I'm feeling. This 3 of voices energy, I'm not taking as like, let me kind of reframe this. I feel that whatever this energy is with this 3 of voices and this Queen of emotions is that I think you expected someone to show up a certain way or care a certain way or present in a particular way. But this Muse of voices may have missed the mark when it came to the care needed or showing up in the way that you needed. Okay. I feel like something or some situation has kind of let you down, and it's like they've forgotten what you've given at some point or how you've showed up at some point. And I don't know. I don't know if you're talking to someone or seeking some guidance right now or asking for some help from someone or just even praying about it, like going internally about it, trying to like call it in. But, you know what it is too? I think you've always been there for people, and it's like, when is someone going to show up for you? Is the kind of energy that I'm getting here. Okay, so 4 of emotions, we've got 10 of emotions, 8 of voices, and Muse of inspiration. So 10 of cups, 8 of swords, and King of wands energy. Just to put it in, I guess, simplified terms, because I know someone mentioned that they weren't sure what those were from a traditional sense. But again, it's kind of repeating here. You've got some goal, some aspiration. You know how you want to feel. You know what you want to step into. You know the direction that you want to go, or maybe like the parts of it that when you get there, what it's meant to look like or what it's meant to feel like. But there's also this part of like, I'm just hearing like, I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to make this happen. But you've also got the drive. You've also got the tenacity. You've also got the passion. But there's something disconnected here is what it feels like. Okay, let's get a little bit more on this strength energy. High Priestess. So it's like you know something here. Share more. Okay, and then we've got the 4 of inspiration. so apart. It's like, you know where you want to be, you know who you want to connect to, you know, there's this part of like, this could be like a group of people, or like a path and journey that you want to head down or want to go towards. I don't know. Do you need to start talking more about it? What this is, what you're wanting to achieve? Like, do you need to start opening up conversations? So interesting. Let's get more on the Six of Inspiration. I just feel you're getting pushed a little bit more to go towards something or make a commitment towards a situation or like a journey that you want to go on. But it might be just a bit different for you, or maybe like, again, there's just these parts and questions, or you're trying to go intuitively, is that what I'm meant to be doing? Like, there's things and parts and pieces of yourself that I think you're trying to map together on what you like, what you want to do, who you want to be around, because something is not matching up right now. So there's this part of frustration and this energy that's like really diving into this, but I don't even know if it's that complex, but energetically it feels that complex because you're trying to find a solution towards something. I don't even know, guys. I hope this is making sense for you, because there seems to be uncertainty, but in the uncertainty, there's also this part of you trusting and then pulling back. And I think this is where the universe may be getting a little bit confused, because I think ultimately you know what you want, you know how you want to feel, you know what you want to be around. You know, maybe it's like some work, some type of work that you want to do, but it's like the structure, the struggle of trying to build upon that and make it successful. Maybe it's a type of relationship. You know what you want, you know how you want to feel, but it's like, then like, well, where do I connect to that person? Because yeah, I like this over here and I like that over there, but I'm not like so excited about it. And again, I don't know if there's parts that you may be settling, so to speak, but you also know, maybe because it's just convenient right now, but you know that's not where you want to do or where you want to be 100%. So it's like you're trying to, you're searching for a lot of solutions right now. And it's just interesting in the energy, because I feel like you're coming to like a major, major like crack through, breakthrough of all these like underlying patterns and behaviors that need to be cleared out. But it's not at a point that you're feeling like total breakdown, destruction, or anything like that. I'm just getting it more like there's this little bit of halt, standstill at the same time of like, yeah, I just keep getting breakthrough, which is really interesting. I feel you're being called to do something and you're questioning whether you want to do it. And then there's the question, why? Is it because you're not that excited about it? Or maybe once upon a time you were excited about it, but you're not as excited anymore? Or maybe it's because, you know, there's a bit of fear of success, or a bit of fear of like having to push through some place, some area, something about yourself that has to really like show up, stand up, like, whoa, like it's just a lot. There's again, it's like there's this little rub against sandpaper for some reason about some path and journey that you're going towards. But is that really the case, you know? Because with any type of success or any type of something that you're desiring, and then you're getting the accolades, the care for, like you've crossed that line and like, yeah, I've reached a certain point. But then it becomes the commitment to keep showing up, the commitment to keep showing up for yourself, perhaps for other people. And you know that once you get to that point, you have to keep building. And I feel like that's what's stressing you out. And I think that why something's in question here. Because ultimately, once you reach that certain point and destination, it's kind of like that fear of success, right? Because then you know you have to keep showing up. You have to keep building upon it. And I think that's what you're like, I don't know if I really want to do that. And then the Queen of Voices, you've got the Ace of Inspiration here. So interesting, Pisces. Let's get you a little bit of advice in terms of like, where is this going? Okay. Yep. So there's something that you're meant to be doing with this destiny energy, and then you've got the sacral chakra. So I feel you're being asked right now. There's something that you're meant to be creating or building upon here, exploring, expanding here with this sacral chakra energy. A lot around your creative space, a lot around this drive and motivation that comes from a deeper sense of self. Okay. And I think there's whatever that I feel you're being called to do something and you're ignoring it. And I'm interested to know what that is. Yeah. And that's, again, we had that somewhere here with this 10 of cups. There's some fear around something you're wanting to create that you know, perhaps you're looking at it like, if I do it, if I get to the outcome, that's great, but I don't know the in between if I want to do that. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. But I feel you're being called spiritually, purpose-wise, to go do something here, but you're a bit worried. Share more on the destiny energy. Thank you. Yeah, look, guys, this is the sun. This is the sun. There's something here you're meant to be doing. There's something here that you're meant to be doing, that you're being called, that the light, the path, the journey, something here. What is it that you're ignoring right now? Yeah, again, see? Power, you got the power energy. We had the strength energy show up here that you're destined to go down, that you're meant, there's some path that's meant for you right now. Okay. Whew. I feel like Spirit's a bit frustrated. I'm just saying, like the energy I'm getting, like there's frustration in the air right now. Maybe you're feeling it because you're even maybe like frustrated yourself. Like, why can't I just do this? Why can't I just make this happen? Like, why do I stop at this point of like getting to the next level of something? And you are really being asked to like dive deep, Pisces, within yourself to create this something, to do this something. It's going to require a new courage, a new confidence, and just getting out of your own way. And I know how hard that is. Oh my gosh. Trapped in fear. What else do we need to know? And this is not about anyone else other than you, is what I feel. This is not about anyone else other than you. So it's like you can't use the excuses anymore. Whatever this is like, if you want it, you got to do the work. Okay. Yeah. It's like you don't know what to do next because, because you want it now, but it requires work. Like just saying, whatever that you want to do, it requires work that you don't want to do. So how do we get you to a place of, I don't know, a different roundabout of way of doing it, or calling in some people that you need to call in? Yeah, I personally, from this energy, is kind of saying here, like, sitting still right now for you or like withdrawing is not the solution, because it's just leaving you more confused, because you're stuck in this worry mode, but you've already planted some seeds. So what is it that you need to do here? There's something that you need to do here. What's the final advice here for Pisces? Yeah, okay. Look, you've got balance, justice energy, heart chakra. This justice energy has all the tools as well. The journey, the path. You have all the tools. You have all the resources. You got what you need. You don't, okay, the other advice it's given me is like, you don't need all the answers or all the solutions. This doesn't need to be huge right now. It's a stepping stone. And whatever the stepping stone is, there's something around focusing. I get the heart chakra, right? But it's about giving to something so you can receive back. But again, this is not, while this is about you and your path and the journey, this is also not about you. For some reason, it keeps telling me there's some work that you're meant to be doing and helping people, Pisces. So how do you get more focused on the purpose work, on the out, like, how do I explain it? Like purpose-driven work? or refocus the energy on the why. There's something definitely here about that is what I'm getting. All right, I'm going to... No! Just had all the cards drop. I'm going to get you a couple of more. And we'll wrap this baby up. Okay. See, stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. You're already doing it. So I just think you're getting in your own way, beautiful friend. And it's hard too, because if there's things that you don't like doing, like work-wise or the way you have to connect with people or reach out to someone, I feel like there's something that you have to do you don't like doing, and that's why you're getting in your head. But it's also too because you're like, well, if I kickstart this or push forward with this, I don't want to get trapped in things I don't want to do, but it's a core component to the success. And then you're like, well, then I get the success and then I'm committed to this. So there's like this story you're creating as a reason not to do something, but you also want to get there. And I think you're also being called to do it. So I don't know. You got a little interesting battle going on. Share your voice, come out of the cave. See? And it shows that here. This is not time to go into hermit mode. This is, you got to come out of that, because you're just creating yourself a story that's true because you believe it, but it's actually not the truth. There's something that you got to do, something that you got to share, a way that you're meant to be showing up for others right now. Trust your path. I mean, these cards can't say it any loud and clearer. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Bam, Pisces. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I hope you're saying challenge accepted. What if I told you you are supported? What if you were just given permission, go do this? Because whatever worry, concern that you're creating right now, what if that ain't true? I don't know. Spirit's talking to you pretty loud, pretty clear. You got something powerfully important to do right now. You're in your head a bit. Understand it. We all can get like that. But you're really being asked, like, you want these goals, these dreams, these aspirations, this success. What do you need to do to fire yourself up? What do you need to step into to take this ace of inspiration, which is like the ace of wands, to like really step into this part of you that you know that you're clear about, you know the truth about, but you keep creating a little bit of a fictitious story because of the fear behind something here. So I know this is a pretty straightforward or some truths that's kind of being shared here right now, but I just know, Pisces, like you're leaping into a whole different version of yourself, and you feel it and you know it, and I know you're scared. You are like incredibly powerful. You are super talented. You have got so much goodness inside of you, and you're being called to do something a little bigger. I'm cheering for you. Go after it. Tell me what you need, because this is not a time to stop. This is a time to jump, a time to believe in yourself. Give yourself all the love that you need, all the care that you need. But remember that that's going into another situation, another person that is calling for you for help in support of some work that you're meant to be doing. Love you guys. We'll catch you soon.